And what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome. This is your first visit. My name is Matt. On this channel, I do new car reviews. Today, I'm at Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine, Florida, checking out the 6th generation 4Runner. This is 2025 4Runner TRD Off Road Premium with the iForce Max, which is the most powerful engine that is available for the 4Runner. And today I'm going to take in a complete tour of this vehicle, checking it out from the exterior, interior technology, and the test drive. If you enjoy watching videos like this, don't forget to check out the rest of my channel, hit the like, subscribe button. Now let's get back to this. And this, of course, is the 6th generation 4Runner. It was introduced last year. There are so many different trim levels that are available on it. It can make it confusing when you're shopping for one. So today, I'm going to give you a closer look on this particular one, TRD Off Road Premium with the iForce Max, the more powerful engine, and a few upgrades, which I'm going to mention in this video. So let's check it out and see what it's all about. Let's start right here in the front. As you can see, it's identical to Toyota Tacoma. Both vehicles share the same platform and the powertrains. And of course, one is a pickup truck, the other one is an SUV. So as far as the lights, we have the LED lights, but incandescent turn signals. Looking good. They're high mounted for the better visibility. We also have a set of fog lamps right here at the bottom on this TRD Premium package. A large Toyota logo and this satin black grille. We have also a front-facing camera, and underneath we have this air scarf, which I think I would remove the first day I'd buy it. Some recovery hooks at the bottom, and this has the more powerful engine option. Let's pop the hood and see what it is. The engine on this one is indicated on the side as an iForce Max, which is a 2.4-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder hybrid engine producing 326 horsepower, 465 pound-feet of torque, made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. It has a part-time four-wheel drive, which is standard on the TRD Off Road, TRD Off Road Premium. It is optional on some of the other models. Now, we have some sound insulation underneath here. Unfortunately, still the prop stick for support of the hood. But we're going to check out the quality of the ride and the quietness of the cabin at the end of this video. I think Toyota designers did a tremendous job designing this vehicle. Overall, I love the look of it. It's very masculine. It's very rugged. It's very capable looking. Let's talk about the dimensions. 194.9 is the total length of this vehicle with a wheelbase of 112.2. As far as the height, we have 73.6 and the width is at 78 inches. Now, the TRD Off Road Premium comes with different wheels. This particular one has an upgraded wheels and tires. So TRD wheels with the 265/70 tires on it, Nitro Ridge Grappler tires. I'm not sure if I would spend $3,200 for this upgrade, but they look very, very nice. We have Bilstein shocks on the TRD Off Road Premium. We also have this cladding around in the wheels. As you can see, it's in this satin black to protect the vehicle from getting scratched up. Overall, I like the sculpting of this vehicle. We have the side view camera, turn signals. We also have the blind spot assist in the mirror. We have the ability to lock or unlock this vehicle without pushing any buttons on the remote, which, by the way, is this new Toyota remote. I'll show you that in just a second. Roof rack and the crossbars, TRD Off Road, and here's your remote, lock, unlock, power hold to open up this rear gate, and we have the hold for the panic button as well. So one thing to mention, it is a body on frame construction, which is very different from the unibody construction that you have on the SUVs. It is very capable off the beaten path, but it gives in a little bit as far as the ride quality. So if you are looking for this plush ride and you will never take it off-road, let's suggest to look at maybe something like the Grand Highlander. Moving on to the back side, you'll see all new design as well. We have all LED lights. That includes your reverse lights and turn signals, of course, the tail lamps. This one has the X Series emblem. That's part of that $3,200 upgrade. iForce Max, 4Runner spelled out, Toyota right here. Here we have the rear view camera, and with either lock or unlock, or if you press it and hold it, as you can see, it can lower down this rear window, which I'm so glad that Toyota left it as far as the feature on the 4Runner. It also has the power tailgate, which for some reason hasn't been programmed on this vehicle, so I have to use my power muscles to get this open. Some of the non-hybrid 4Runners have the third row seats. This one doesn't have it. Matter of fact, of this portion right here in the middle, that's where the battery is, so you only have a little bit of storage right here in the front, as well as in the back to put maybe something longer out of sight, out of mind. So we also have additional storage on the sides. As you can see, this is sculpted for the third row seat passengers. They just didn't make any sense for them to do it different on different trim levels. Some illumination in here, and then at the bottom we have the AC 120 volt outlet. And that's what's happening inside. Let's check out one other thing. Of course, a tow hitch. So we have the 4 and 7 pin connector. It's capable of towing up to 6,000 pounds on this iForce Max, and the spare tire is underneath it. Now, this is the tire that would normally come with the standard version of the TRD Off Road Premium. Now, the power tailgate, you can close it. Now, this one hasn't been programmed, so we have to do it manually. And here in the back seat, I'm 5'11" and a half, and I have enough room to sit fairly comfortably behind the seat that's adjusted to my regular driving position. I have about an inch, maybe inch and a half in front of my knees, so not a whole lot of room, but enough to be comfortable. I also have plenty of headroom and shoulder room, and the seats can be reclined. Now, they don't go front and back. The only thing you can do is change the recliner position to your comfortable. Now, let's check it out and see what else we have. Let's start with this rear door panel. So we have some hard plastic materials, which is, my pet peeve. I'm not really digging that too much with Toyota or any other manufacturers for that matter. We do have the soft material on the armrest and the JBL, because this is the TRD Off Road Premium. It comes with the JBL Premium 14 speaker stereo. Another speaker down here. And as far as the seats on the Premium model, we have the Softex cover seats, which is a man-made leather. Right in the middle, of course, we have the console with the cup holders. Both seats have a little bit of seat back storage in the back, and we have the rear vents for the rear passengers, 2 USB Type-C ports, and the regular 120 volt adapter. We have this channel right here underneath, so there is a bump right in the middle, but still, if you have 2 adults and 1 kid, no issues there. Some illumination up on top, and of course the grab handles to help you get in this vehicle. Before we get inside, let's listen to the sound of the closing door. It's all right, not too good, not too bad. And as far as this front door panel, in addition to what we've seen in the back, we have 2 memory seat settings, of course window mirror lock controls, TRD that's spelled out on the side, the JBL branded speaker. Inside this, as far as the seats, we have the power seat control for both driver and passenger seats. The front seats are much more bolstered, of course, and they're still covered in the same Softex material, which is perforated in the middle and solid on the sides. Plenty of buttons on the side here. Let's see what they are. So first of all, you can adjust the lights. Okay, you can also adjust the dimming of the instrument cluster. Here's your gas tank opening. We have the automatic lights, traction control off. You can enable or disable this rear outlets. Okay, let's press this button, see if it's programmed on the inside here. Doesn't seem like it. Then you have pre-wired 4 auxiliary buttons here as well. Nothing too crazy as far as the pedal box. We do, however, have the tilt and telescoping steering wheel, which is power. Now, a cool thing, I want to show you the rest of this vehicle and just really quick. See that hole right here? That's where this JBL speaker comes in. Now, the dealership removed it from their stock vehicles so it doesn't get stolen, but it is an actual portable JBL speaker that you can take out of this vehicle and enjoy if you are going picnic or camping or anything like this. Let's see what else is here. And of course, let's start with the sound of the closing door. Boom. That is more solid than it is from the outside. As far as the steering wheel, if you like thick buttons, you like this steering wheel. It's nice, it's large, it's truck-like, and we have this Gulf War texture on the side that's a little bit thicker right here for better grip. Toyota logo right here in the middle. On the right-hand side, we have the cruise control settings, also mode and seat track as far as your stereo. On the left-hand side, you have a bunch of controls for what's going on in the instrument cluster, as well as volume control and voice control. Speaking of the instrument cluster, let's check it out and let's see what we have. So we've seen this digital instrument cluster in other Toyota models. I like this gear imitating gauges, and let's see what's going on here. So on the right hand side, speedometer, left hand side, tachometer, and we can change what's going on inside. Now let's hit settings and let's see what that does. So that gives us some of the safety feature like lane departure assist, blind spot monitoring, pre-collision parking service, rear collision detection, with pedestrian warning right here. So we have a lot of settings right here as far as your safety. Let's get out of here and let's see if I hit this OK button. We can change of what is displayed on the right and left hand side. So in this case, we have the pitch and roll. We can change it to tire pressure, trip A, trip B, drive info, audio, navigation, driving support, fuel economy, blank, electric boost gauge, engine, transmission, oil temperature, trailer mode with blind spot assist, and back to pitch and roll. If we move to the middle, you can see settings, message, blank, message, settings, blank, driving support, right? On the left-hand side, we have the traction monitor, auxiliary gauges, turbo gauge, blank, navigation, audio, traction monitor, auxiliary gauges. So you can set that up to your liking. I'm going to leave it as it is, not going to change anything. Move on to this big screen right here. This 14-inch screen, part of this premium package, is what we've seen in pretty much all of the new Toyota models as far as the software, right? So we select English, we're going to set up later, and yes, we're going to exit, set up later. Okay, there you go. So I like the screen. I like the size of it. What I don't like is that navigation doesn't come standard, that you have to pay for it. It's a subscription-based navigation system. However, you can use Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. As far as the audio, you have the FM, AM, Sirius XM, and it of course can stream it from your phone. So you can connect your phone. Here is we have the trip information, vehicle alert, and that's in the settings mode is where you can change the settings for the vehicle. So personal info, Bluetooth devices, general notifications, Wi-Fi display, sounds, media, voice search, vehicle customize, etc. Now, if you save it to your profile and you sign in with the same profile to a different Toyota, it's going to have pretty much all the same options. So TRD right here, that button is your start stop button. What else do we need to check here? So let's put it in reverse and let's see this rear view camera. And in this case, we have the 360 camera. So you can have the top-down view. This is your rear view. I like that it takes up the entire screen. We have trajectory lines, really nice and very accurate too. And you have the front view. Okay, front view on the side, the rear view from the sides. And then we can see this vehicle basically from the front. So you can move this around, or can you? No, you cannot. Okay. So this is your trail view camera, which is pretty cool. So if you are doing any of the trail riding, you can see your tires. Okay, you can see if this vehicle is gonna hit some obstacles on the side, and you can also see the pitch and roll, and you can select of which camera displays, right? So this is your front view camera. This is your rear view camera. We have this transparent hood. So if you start driving forward, let's see. What this vehicle does is that front view camera, I'm sure not, why it's not doing that. Oh, here it is. So it records the image, you know, that's going on underneath the vehicle and then projects it on the screen ahead of you. Okay. And this is your rear view camera, basically showing you if you're going to hit something or not. So standard feature. I actually like this quite a bit. So this is your camera washing system. Okay. So this is for your rear. I think there is one. There's not one for the bottom one. I thought that was. Okay, my bad. Anyway, so pretty nice camera system. And put it back in park so the vehicle doesn't roll, and scroll down. Big volume and power knob. I like the stereo system. Okay, unfortunately, I can't present it to you due to YouTube copyright policies. We have the large knobs. I like those too. They kind of rubber bands around it. So even if you have gloves on it, you can easily control what's going on here. So the one thing that I would like to see is a dual zone climate control. Now we have the single zone climate control. At this price point, I think that dual zone should be standard here. So you can set it up to auto. And we also have the heated and ventilated seats on this premium trim level. We have the heated steering wheel, and we have some shortcuts here at the bottom for your climate control. I like the Toyota left, this nice rugged shifter here. We don't have any of those push button shifters, which we've seen in many of the SUVs. And we have the wireless charging port right here. Camera view, you can lock your rear diff. And here's that part-time four-wheel drive mode. So first of all, you can see right here, it says 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low. In order to switch it, you have to press this button on the side. You switch it to 4 high, and now you can select the different drive modes. Okay, so, well, I shouldn't say that. Okay, back up. Drive modes. If you hit the drive modes in the two-wheel drive mode, okay, we're going to set this up here, and let's see what we're going to do. First, the drive modes, we have Sport, Normal, and Eco, and that's a nice animation right here on the screen to see which mode you're in. However, if you switch it to the four-wheel high, it also enables the MTS, which is the multi-terrain select. Let's see, it's not in yet. And that gives you additional drive mode. So we have the auto, dirt, sand, mud, and deep snow. So basically, this is the multi-terrain select. You can select which terrain you're in, and the vehicle is going to adjust accordingly. Now, that's only available with the four-wheel drive enabled, not with the two-wheel drive. Let's get back to here. I'm going to leave it in two-wheel drive with the needed four-wheel drive here. You also have the tow and haul mode and DAC crawl mode. So this is the hill descent assist and the crawl control as far as the trail riding. View and rear diff lock, tiny little storage space right in the back, and the cup holders. And of course, for the passengers, we have the oh crap handle so they can hang on while you're enjoying yourself on the trails. We have the home link system down here. You can open the sunroof. Comes standard with this premium package. Well, this is actually for that rear glass in the back, so I apologize. And then the sunroof is right next to it, where you can touch the button that slides open, letting nice amount of air and light inside the cabin. The other thing to check, of course, is the mirrors. They have illuminated mirrors with on the visor system. There's other speakers here as well. Well, guys, let's talk about pricing and take it for a spin. Okay, since I'm sitting in this TRD Premium iForce Max, we're going to start with this. So the base MSRP for this vehicle is $58,270. However, this one has two options added at the factory and a couple added at the Southeast Toyota Distribution Center. Let me explain what that is. So the factory, obviously, that's added at the factory, right? So we have the pre-wired auxiliary switches and power tilt slide moonroof. So $400 for the switches, $850 for the sunroof. So before we get to the Toyota Southeast Distribution Center, we have $59,520. I think that would be enough for me. However, every Toyota that's sold right here in the Southeast, that includes all Florida, Georgia, I believe South Carolina, some of the other states, all the vehicles before they get to the dealerships also go to the Southeast Toyota Distribution Center, and they add some options to it. I'm not sure how that works. I'm not sure if the dealer requests which ones they want, or they just pick and choose which ones. But this one has this $3,200 package. That's XP terrain package, and that includes basically the wheels. So 18-inch TRD black wheels with all-terrain tire upgrade. We also have the black front emblem overlay and rear tailgate inserts and XP badging. Is it worth $3,200? I'll leave that up to you. I'd probably do an upgrade on my own and pick the wheels and tires that I like. Toyo Guard Platinum, there's 2 oil and filter changes at any Toyota dealership, 4 tire rotations, roadside and rental car assistance. All right, that's up to you. Crossbars, $529, LED cargo light, $529, all-weather cargo mat, $229, multimedia screen protector, $129, phone cable, charging package, $79. With a delivery and processing fee of $1,500, we have the total MSRP of $66,413. Right, that sounds like a lot, right? But you don't have to spend that much to get a Toyota 4Runner. However, let's take a look and see what they have as far as the different build options on Toyota's website. And here's where it gets confusing, because we have 12 different trim levels available, and in those trims we also have different packages that are available as well. So it could really get expensive, or you can really make some wrong choices. So definitely sit down with the Toyota specialist, somebody that knows. Tell them exactly what you want, what you don't want, and they'll be able to hopefully build it for you if they don't have one in stock. So we have 12 different trim levels available, SR5 being the base model. Two-wheel drive starts at $41,270. Then TRD Sport, $47,750. TRD Off Road, $49,690. Then we have the TRD Off Road iForce Max, which is not this one, $52,490. TRD Sport Premium, $53,110 with the not with the iForce Max. Then we have the TRD Off Road Premium, $55,470. That's not this one. We have the more powerful engine, limited at $55,900. Now we're getting to this one right here, TRD Off-Road Premium iForce Max, $58,270. A limited iForce Max, $60,700. Platinum comes standard with the iForce Max 2, $63,360. And of course, TRD Pro, $67,400. Trail Hunter, $67,400. Both of those are standard with the iForce Max, the more powerful engine. Put some shades on, guys. Let's take it for a quick spin. Start right here in this parking lot, and we're going to check out the turning. All right. And here it is. You can definitely feel that this is a body on frame construction on this vehicle. I like it. I actually do. I've mentioned that in my previous videos, that this is the feel of a truck. It has this truck-like feeling. It has a lot of power. It's very quiet on the inside too. The steering wheel is on the lighter side, the steering feel, I should say. Whew. Plenty of power. Getting up to 30-40 miles per hour, there's no issue in this vehicle. I'll tell you one thing, if you are used, depending on what you're driving, depending on what your expectations are of this vehicle, but if you're used to, something that's unibody construction, you're definitely going to feel the difference. And some people love it, some people not so much. Now, to me, I actually like that truck feeling. And to me, it's a plus. Some people will take it as a drawback of the drive. So driving it, you have good visibility in front, decent size mirrors. Of course, I'd like to have this 360 or that rear view camera that's built in right here, because it's very limited visibility through this rear view mirror here, but not bad overall. And here we'll stop right here. And even though, you don't buy this vehicle to go really fast, really quick, but let's hit it. $45.50. No issues here. What's interesting too is I have this pitch and roll set up in this instrument cluster right here, as in going on these corners right here. You can see this vehicle raising the front up as it's accelerating and moving side to side. So definitely, you know, that's something that you're going to experience in a Toyota 4Runner like this. Overall, a great truck in my book. Now, I would love to take this off-road. So with that said, if you have one, and if you're anywhere in St. Augustine area or northern Florida somewhere and willing to spend the weekend or at least, you know, half a day with me and take it off the road, I'll bring my Jeep and we'll do some cool shots and take a video of your vehicle. If you're willing to do that, definitely my email is in the contact below, and let's have some fun. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope this video is helpful, and I hope you learned something about this brand new 2025 Toyota 4Runner TRD Off Road Premium iForce Max. And if you did, don't forget to check out the rest of my channel. Hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.